Welcome to this demonstration of the KI Wall Evoke Wall system for Autodesk Revit. This content was developed in Revit version 2019, making it compatible with Revit projects in version 2019 and later. The Evoke Revit content download includes a single Revit project file. This file contains all of the components that are required to accurately configure Evoke within your architectural projects. The project file will open to a floor plan view, which is organized into three sections. The first section, located in the upper left corner, contains the Evoke system family components. This section is subdivided into 4 rows. The top row contains 2 curtain wall types, KI Wall, Evoke, Standard, and KI Wall, Evoke, Spanning Glass Flyover. When configuring the Evoke system, the standard curtain wall type will be used in most cases. This wall type can be customized by replacing the default solid panels with the various panel types provided in the Standard Panel Types row below. If a spanning glass flyover needs to be added to the configuration, simply create a new instance of the spanning glass flyover curtain wall type and attach it to the end of a standard Evoke curtain wall. There are 12 unique curtain panel types that can be incorporated into the standard Evoke curtain walls. Each panel type has 2 sides that are customizable. These are referred to as Side A and Side B in the panel's instance parameters. Each side of an Evoke panel can be divided into a maximum of 3 subpanels. The subpanel configuration for each curtain panel type is indicated within the type name. For example, the solid panel type has 1 solid panel on each side, whereas the solid panel has 1 solid panel on side A and 2 solid panels on side B. To customize a panel, first, select it using the Tab key and unpin it. Then, modify the panel settings located in the Instance Parameters window. All of the user modifiable parameters are located within the Construction and Materials and Finishes categories. The first 4 parameters under the Construction categories are used to control the heights of the subpanels. By default, these parameters have a value of 0 feet, 0 inches. When these parameters are set to 0, the heights of the subpanels will be equal and calculated automatically based on the overall height of the panel. To apply a fixed height to the subpanels, simply change the dimension to a value that is greater than 0. If you are using a panel type that has 2 subpanels on one side, you only need to worry about adjusting the top panel height parameters, since the height of the bottom panels will be automatically calculated based on the height of the top panels. If the selected panel type has 3 panels on one side, you can adjust both the bottom panel height and top panel height parameters. The height of the middle panel will automatically calculate based on what values these parameters are set to. The last parameter within the Construction category only applies to the panel types that contain electrical. By default, the electrical receptacles that are nested into these panel types are located 6 inches on center from the left edge of the panel. Toggling the Center Electrical in Panel checkbox will center the receptacle within the panel. If you want the receptacle to remain in its default position, but would like it to be on the right side of the panel instead of the left side, simply leave this box unchecked. Select the panel, then use the spacebar to flip its direction. To customize the panel's finishes, modify the parameters within the Materials and Finishes category. The panel family contains both instance and type material parameters. The instance parameters are used to control the solid subpanel and electrical receptacle finishes, while the type parameters will adjust the acoustic subpanel, glass subpanel, and shell finishes. The Evoke panels have some dimensional constraints that are important to consider when configuring the system. Each panel and subpanel have minimum and maximum height and width values. The standard Evoke wall type has vertical divisions spaced every 48 inches apart, and the spanning glass flyover wall type has vertical divisions spaced every 120 inches apart. These spacing values can be overridden by adjusting the grid line placements. However, if an adjustment is made that would cause a panel to become too wide or too narrow, a warning message will appear in Plan View to inform you of the error. To clear this error, simply adjust the grid line placement so that the width of the panel falls within the allowable range. The warning message will display multiple warnings if more than one error exists in a panel. For example, if a panel is overridden to be too wide, a maximum width warning will appear. If the panel is then made too tall without correcting the previous error, the warning message will update to reflect the additional error. All errors must be resolved for the warning message to disappear. Below the standard panel types are the curtain wall mullions that are compatible with the Evoke system. A total of 5 unique mullion types are provided. These mullions are used to create terminations, intersection conditions, and join Evoke curtain walls to lightline curtain walls. The final row in this section contains accessories that can attach to the Evoke panels. 2 accessory families are available: marker board magnetic tile and tackable magnetic tile. Each family has several size options that are available as family types. The accessory families are face-based components and can be placed in plan, elevation, or 3D views by hovering the cursor over a curtain panel and then clicking to place it. The height of the family from the floor can be adjusted using the elevation instance parameter. The next section contains the standard finishes that can be used to customize the Evoke system panels. The finishes are organized into the following categories: glass, anodized aluminum, non-textured powder coat, and textured powder coat. The final section contains several pre-built corner and intersection conditions that demonstrate proper usage of each mullion type. For more complex conditions, you can copy and paste these pre-made intersections into your project to ensure accuracy. These examples serve both as references and reusable components. Each example also contains a callout that links to a drafting view with a corresponding detail for the condition. These details can be transferred to your project file for inclusion in construction document sets. That concludes this demonstration of the KI Wall Evoke system for Autodesk Revit. If you have any questions or encounter issues while using this content, please email us at info@kiwall.com or call 800-424-2432 for assistance. Thank you for watching.